Chapter 15. Rachel. Watching the boys drive away, I feel so confused. Why doesn't he want to tell me? I get that after that story he told me, he is scared, but at the same time, I hate that everyone else seems to know more about the guy I'm dating than I do. Looking over at Chris's car, I walk over, opening the door. Opening the glove box, I look at the money he left in there. Noticing that it is all hundreds, at least 5 or 6. I close it and lock the car. Who is he that he can leave that much money in the car and not seem to care? Going back inside, Mom and Dad are watching TV, so I ask, Dad, who is he? Turning to me, he smiles.
Who? The 18-year-old boy that is head over heels for you?
Yes, Dad, that one. Making Mom laugh. He probably told her, so that is another person that knows when I don't.
Baby, I think you know him better than anyone.
She says, No, I don't. I whisper out with a pout.
So you don't know his last name, but you know the boy, and that is what matters, baby.
Mom tells me. She does have a point. Knowing his name or not doesn't change who he is or how I feel about him. I hate not knowing, though. I whine to my father.
I know, baby, but I do understand his side, too.
After what he told me about what that girl did to him, so do I. But again, I still hate not knowing. I tell him, making both my parents laugh. Walking to my room, I lay on my bed and pull out my phone. I just look at my text, not sure who I want to text or even what I would say. So I just plug in my phone and go to sleep, hoping tomorrow will be a better day. Waking up, I look at my phone, hoping for a text from my boyfriend, but I don't have one. Sitting here, I question if he changed his mind about asking me out. I don't want to start this Monday. I want to climb back in bed and cry. But I know I can't. I have to be strong. After I'm dressed for cheer practice, I go to grab my keys to find Chris's car keys on my dresser as well, so I take them. Walking out to the car, I remember my cheer bag, so I have to go back in to get my keys. After I have my bag in the car, I head to Liz's house. I am running a few minutes late, but since I don't even want to do life today, I really don't care. Pulling up to my best friend's house, she looks confused, making me laugh as she gets in.
You got a new car?
She asks. No, I borrowed my boyfriend's car for the week. I say with a smile, then feel sad again.
He asked you out.
She asks with a huge smile, but I don't answer. I only nod.
So what happened then? Why are you not happy?
Liz asks. So I take a deep breath, knowing she will annoy me to death if I don't tell her. The day started great. He asked me out and then helped finish the deck. After he was done, we went for a ride. We ended up at this place and I kind of gave him a blowjob. I say, then pause. But Liz says nothing, so I go on. I asked to borrow his car after, and he said yes. When we got back to my house, Josh's car wasn't working again. So I guess Chris offered to help, but Josh said no. And that is when everything went downhill. He got so upset about Josh saying he couldn't help, but in the end, Josh took the help, but wasn't happy about it. Chris told Dad his last name, but he still won't tell me. I bet Mom knows too, and I know Josh knows. I hate that he won't tell me, but he told me a story about a girl that did something awfully bad to him when he was a kid. So he is scared, and that is why he doesn't want to tell me who he is just yet, or something. I finish, taking a deep breath.
Okay, I think I kept up with that since you said that so fast.
Liz laughs, then adds,
Baby girl, a name is just a name. You don't have to know someone's full name to know them. Do you walk up asking every person you meet their full name? How many of your friends do you really know their last names too?
She asks, and like always, makes a great point. How is she younger than me, yet is always my rock in hard times? We ride the rest of the way in silence. I keep thinking of what Liz said, and she really is right. As we pull into the school parking lot, I look at my phone, still nothing. What if he changed his mind about asking me out? I ask her, making her laugh.
Rachel, it is 5:40 in the morning. The man is probably still asleep.
Yet again, making another great point. Getting out, Blake walks by and says,
You got another car?
then leans on the hood. Pushing him off, I say, no, it's my boyfriend's car, so stay off.
What?
Blake grits out.
Jealous?
Liz teases, so I grab her arm and pull her away. She has never liked Blake, and I am not in the mood to listen to those two this morning. Locking the car, I rush into the locker room to check in with Coach before I start my warm-up. Setting our bags down, I see Liz pull out her cell, so I fuss, you better not be texting him, making her laugh as she answers,
I do have a boyfriend, sis.
but that only makes me sad that mine isn't texting me. Should I text him? Putting my phone in my bag, I start with a short run that turns into countless laps.
What the hell are you running from?
Liz asks when Coach calls us over to start. Life is all I say as I fall into line. When we are done with practice, we go back to the locker room to shower. Walking back to the car to put our bags in it, Liz asks me,
Do you think your boyfriend would get mad if we decorated his car?
Turning to her, I unlock the car. Decorate how? I ask, making her laugh.
Stickers or something.
She says, putting her bag inside. I see why James doesn't let you borrow his car now. I laugh, making her stick out her tongue at me. I'll think about it though, I tell her as I lock the car and head to class. The day goes by so slow, I keep checking my phone every chance I get, hoping he will text, but he doesn't. Is he really that upset that I didn't want to take his money? Although, thinking about the whole thing, it is very stupid since it is his car. Why wouldn't it be okay for him to give me gas money for it?
Chris, I ended up not staying at the apartment last night. I walked to the hotel to get my bike and went to the track. I don't know how many laps I did on the bike, but I know the NOS is empty and so is the gas. Chris, I hear, but I don't want to get up. You're going to be late for school, man. I hear. Opening my eyes, I really do need to go, since I spent last week in the Bahamas. I didn't get any school stuff done. Seeing Max looking at me, I sat up. I'm in my office in the shop that is next to the track. I fill the bike up with gas. Thanks, I say, standing up. Walking to the bathroom, I shower and change. When I get done in the bathroom, I walk out to find Max is gone, so walking out to the shop floor, I find him. He is over by his car. Any problems? I ask, making him laugh. No, sir. Just need an oil change. Rachel has the Passat for the week, I tell him. Okay, he says. But that is Max. He doesn't ask questions. Max is only a few years older than me. He was my first employee when I started this business. I lost count of how many shops I have around the world now. But this is what I love, the cars. I saved my allowance for months to get this land and build the shop. My dad said I was a natural at running a business. When I started building it, I was 14, and Max came up one night after everyone else had left for the day. I was sitting on the hood of my car, just looking at papers of stuff I needed to get. He climbed on the hood with me, asking if I knew the owner. I told him it was me, and he asked for a job. He was 16 at the time and wanted money to fix his car. The same car he is changing the oil in. My dad gave me the hotel when I turned 16 since a car wasn't a big thing. We had those, so our parents gave us hotels. I offered Max a job to work in the garage, parking cars, and being security. He is not only an employee, but a friend, that is for sure. More like a brother most of the time. Is the Toyota still out in the lot? I ask him. Yes, it is. Do you want me to bring it in the shop? Max asks me. Yes, I want to tune it up, I tell him. It has been a while since it was drove. He laughs. Yeah, I think it would be a good car for Rachel to learn to drive a standard. I tell him, then go to my bike. Getting to the college, I really don't want to be here today, but I need to, so I do. Class after class, I can't seem to focus, but manage to make it through. I have so much work to get caught up on, that is for sure. After I get done with all the school stuff, I head to the hotel to pick up my air light, since Rachel has my set. Fuck, I didn't think to tell her I only use the plus gas in my car, so I pull out my phone. I forgot to tell you I only use the plus gas in my car.
Okay, I haven't got gas yet. I will tomorrow.
I left the money in the glove box.
Can I decorate your car?
If you paint my car pink or something, you have a new car.
Damn, you won't drive a pink car?
Laughing emoji. Hell no, baby.
No, just like stickers and a chain on the mirror?
Do whatever you want, baby girl. But if you paint it pink, you keep it.
LOL.
What are you doing?
About to start homework? You?
Same. About to head to the house to get a few hours of work done, then going to the track.
Sounds fun.
Starting the car, I head home to start school stuff. When I get there, Josh isn't home, but he probably is at work still. So I take a shower, then go to my room to start on homework. After about an hour of work, my phone goes off, so I answer. Yes, I say, since I didn't look at who was calling.
Can you help me with the problem?
Rachel asks. Sure, I laugh. Rachel hangs up, but calls back with a video call. What's the problem? I ask her.
I miss my boyfriend.
She says, with a sad smile, making me laugh. Aw, you miss me? I tease, making her flip me off. Gladly, I add, making her turn red.
What are you working on?
She asks, trying to change the subject. Mapping a blueprint for wiring, I tell her, showing her the paper.
That looks hard.
She laughs. Not really. I laugh back, as she props her phone up to lay down. Looking at the phone, I can see down her shirt, making me smile, as she asks,
What?
Taking a screenshot first, because of last time, I tell her, nice blue bra, baby. Making her look down, then back at me, sticking her tongue out. Looking off into space, she must be thinking, I wished I knew what, but I get my answer when she sets up. Noticing her hand going in her shirt, I put my book down to watch her. Pulling her bra out of the shirt, she holds it to the camera.
You like this?
She teases. I like that shirt too, I say, wanting her to take that off too.
Be a good boy, Chris.
She laughs. Shaking my head, I say with a smile, that is boring, making both of us laugh. Rachel doesn't take her shirt off, but she does lay back down, giving me full view of her perfect tits.
Earth to Chris,
I hear, pulling me from my thoughts. Huh? I say, still having my eyes locked where I would love to touch her.
I hope you don't mind. I used some of that money to put gas in the car. You used the expensive stuff.
She says, pulling my focus to her eyes, and for some stupid reason, making me smile that she used my money. That is what it is there for. I tell her honestly.
I hope you like how we decorated your car.
She says, making me laugh. If you did it, I am sure I will love it, I tell her.
Even if it is pink now?
She teases. Oh, you got a new car? I say, knowing she is joking. I really don't think she is a pink kind of girl. We talk for close to an hour before Liz walks in Rachel's room fussing.
My boyfriend went to work, so now I'm bored.
Laying on the bed, she sees me and adds,
Hi.
Hi, Liz. I say, then add, I'm about to go out to the track. I will talk to you later, baby.
I can leave if you don't want to talk around me.
Liz pouts, making me laugh. Rachel tells you everything anyhow, so what does it matter?
Yes, she does, but since she met you, she really does keep secrets.
Liz says, looking at her best friend, as I look at my arm. Then start to think, did Rachel tell her what she did yesterday? Would I mind if she told Liz? What about the cabin? Did she tell her even though she asked me not to tell anyone?
Baby, what does your arm say?
My girl asked me.
English.
Liz rushes to say, so I look at Rachel, waiting for the okay to say it in English. Nodding at me, I laugh. Rachel Mitchell.
What, you got a tattoo with her name on it? Why?
Liz asks. Wanted to. I honestly say.
Damn, why can't my boyfriend do that?
She pouts.
He is taken.
Rachel says, making me smile.
So where did your fun happen at yesterday, since you are all open at the moment?
Liz says, so I guess Rachel did tell her.
Nope, that is still a secret. That is our little secret place.
Rachel tells Liz, and now I really like the cabin. Okay, girls, I have to go. I tell them, making Rachel pout.
Love you.
She says, almost in a whisper, I love you too, baby. I say, not even trying to hide it, because I really do think I love this girl. Getting off the phone, I get dressed to go out to the shop. Getting to the shop, I find Max and James still here working on different cars. Hey boys, what are y'all doing? I ask with a laugh. Boss, James says with a laugh. I got the car you asked for. It is just outside. I will bring it in. Max says, making me smile. James puts his tools up and walks over to me. What is the car for, if I can ask? James asks, making me laugh. My girl wants to learn to drive a standard, so I thought the Toyota would be a great car to teach her in. But I haven't drove that car in years, so I want to do a tune-up first, I tell him. Max pulls the car in and up on the lift. The car runs, so that is good. Sounds okay, I say, making both boys laugh. Turning on the radio, we start to jam out as we do an oil change and check for leaks. When we are done, the car comes off the lift to get the spark plugs changed out. Looking over, I see James smiling at his phone, and for some reason, I feel jealous. Pulling my phone out, I don't have anything from my girl, so I put my phone back in my pocket. I'm gonna head out, boys, if that is okay. I have school tomorrow, James says. Sure thing, drive safe, I tell him. When the car is done, me and Max jump in the car to take it for a drive. Getting back to the apartment, Josh is still awake, so I sit on the couch. Late night, I ask him, something like that. He laughs, then adds, you? I told your sister I would teach her to drive a standard, so I was doing a tune-up on a car I want to use for that. I tell him, you really do like my sister, don't you? He asks. I take a deep breath and sigh. Yeah, I do. It is just, everything has been so different since I met her, I tell him. Not really sure what else to say. Your sister stopped by to see you, but you weren't here, he tells me. Why is she always coming over here for? I ask, kinda annoyed. It's not like I'm that close to her, or anyone for that matter. You're sleeping with her, I add, making Josh look embarrassed. So, yes, he is. Laughing, I add, man, I really don't care. You're both adults. The part I don't like is y'all talking about me all the time. Looking up at me, he says, you know your family cares for you. Standing, I walk to my room. I really don't care. As I close the door, I hear, so the only one that is allowed to care about you is my sister? He teases. Pulling the door open to see his shit-eating grin, so I stick my tongue out and shut the door, making him laugh.